Hi, everybody. I'm Joy Ting from the Virginia Winemakers Research Exchange. Welcome to Harvest Tips for Winemakers, a series of short videos with helpful tips and reminders for harvest. Tip number 2, how and why to measure sugar per berry. Bruce Socklin once said the timing of the grape harvest determines the maximum wine quality potential thereafter. The decision to pick the grapes is one of the most consequential a winemaker will make. No matter how good your grape sampling is, the decision to pick the grapes always comes with some uncertainty. This decision is usually based on the sugar accumulation and acid depletion in representative vineyard samples, as well as observations of vineyard health and the weather forecast. Brix is one of the most commonly used metrics for ripening, with good reason. It's easy to measure, it's fairly uniform across the population of grapes. It can be an indicator of the primary metabolism of the plant and the development of varietal aromas. However, Brix can be misleading due to the dynamics of sugar and water accumulation in the grape berry itself. This is especially difficult in Virginia when rain events during harvest make it difficult to know if a stall in Brix accumulation is due to the end of sugar production or simple dilution. In drought years like 2023, it may also be hard to know if sugar accumulation is due to photosynthesis or berry dehydration. One way to tease out this relationship is to calculate the amount of sugar per berry. During grape ripening, sugar is produced by photosynthesis in the leaves, then transported from the leaves to the grape, dissolved in water. So as sugar loading occurs during normal ripening, the grape berry also increases in mass. When the grapes ripe, the vine stops loading sugar into the grape, which also means less water flow. If this was the only mechanism at work, Brix would remain the same after this point. But it's not. Water also moves in and out of the grape by other processes. Grape berries can lose water through transpiration, which will increase Brix, but this increase is not due to any additional sugar in the grape itself. It's just due to dehydration. The lower the humidity is in the air, the more transpiration will occur. On the other hand, moist conditions like rain or even heavy morning dew can bring water into the grape and lower the Brix, but the amount of sugar per berry has not changed. Calculating the sugar per berry helps to interpret Brix numbers that might be fluctuating due to dehydration or dilution. It's very simple to calculate sugar per berry. All you need to know is the Brix, which you're already measuring, and the average weight per grape berry. To measure the average weight per berry, you simply count out 100 berries, weigh them, and then divide by 100. The equation itself assumes that 1 degree of Brix equals 10 grams of sugar. This is an imperfect conversion, but since we're mostly concerned with the change over time, it still works for this purpose. The importance of sugar per berry can be seen in this graph of Petit Manseng ripening at the Hanalei Vineyard in 2019. Though the Brix increased from the beginning to the end of the sampling period, the sugar per berry leveled off after 3 weeks. There was no new sugar loading in the last 2 weeks of ripening, just dehydration. Knowing when sugar loading has stopped is useful beyond just interpreting the water dynamics. Alain Deloire and his colleagues have suggested that sugar loading could function as an indicator of the grape's physiological clock. In their studies in Cabernet Sauvignon, the decline in green or herbal character occurred shortly after the end of sugar loading. They also saw the evolution in fruit character from fresh to mature based on the number of days past physiological maturity. The extractability of phenolics is also likely tied to this milestone, but that's another video. So knowing when the grapes are physiologically ripe can help to time your picks based on the desired wine style. In white wines, like our Petit Manseng example, development of varietal characters is thought to progress from tart citrus to ripe tropical flavors beginning at physiological maturity. Hanging Petit Manseng past its physiological maturity at Hanalei probably led to a highly tropical expression in that wine. For both white and red grapes, measuring sugar per berry is very easy to do and may help inform the most important decision of the vintage.